Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, I'd just be sitting around talking to myself. I want to thank everybody last night when we did our live stream. It was fantastic. We're getting more and more fans from all across the world here, and it's great. And I especially have to thank some of you guys who have started using this new feature that YouTube has called Super Chat. And what it is basically your chat, your comment will be highlighted and stuff because you've donated money to it. So I want to give a special shout out to the guys that did that and let you guys know what I'm doing with the proceeds from that super chat. And I actually missed a few last night, and I apologize. This is Joe Boo's Mojo Jar. And this is going to be the beginnings of me getting a mobile Jobu Man Cave vehicle to tailgate at games. So that way we got a place to meet up where I'll be barbecuing, I'll be live streaming, and we'll meet before games and different events and stuff and spread the mojo. But if it ends up not being enough to do that for this season, I will definitely do something with it so that way it's something for all of us fans. I do a lot of work with United Way and things like that, and I believe that when you do good and you spread goodness to people, that it comes back to you tenfold. And I got to be honest, that's the way I live my life, and I swear, a lot of the great things that have happened to me, I like to at least think because I have given back, and it's a way of it coming back at me. So special shout out to Chuck Baby, Call of Doki, Matt Prizio, and if I butcher your name, I'm sorry, but that's what I do. Chuck Baby twice, Casey, Kesey, special thanks for that. Hope that our dreams come true. Well, Casey, actually, wow, you actually donated twice yesterday. I appreciate that. I'm hoping our dreams of us Dallas Cowboy fans being at the Super Bowl together, seeing the Dallas Cowboys lift that Vincent Lombardi trophy would be fantastic. And Vinny Pan 26. And the person who started it all last week, Zachary Fletcher. So all you guys, special thanks and special shout outs for you guys for helping to spread the mojo and things like that. I'm going to work on today our shot glasses. So I'm going to put in the order so that way I'm going to get about 75 or 100 of them. And so if people are interested in that, when I figure out how to put up the whole website for it so that way guys can just order it through PayPal, I'll have it together. But one other thing I mainly wanted to touch on, and I know I'm going to get flack on it because I talked about this other stuff first. People are going to say it's just clickbait. Yeah, I was expecting to hear more and more on it. Well, understand this. It's the off season. The draft is over. Tony Romo's retired. We don't have a whole lot of drama that's going on in Dallas, so there's only so much to talk about. So forgive me if I can't go into a lot of detail because there's not a lot of detail. So I'm trying to bring you guys a little something different. But anyway, back to Dak Prescott. It was announced that Dak Prescott has two major endorsement deals, which technically is the same company. It's Pepsi and Frito Lay. Frito Lay is owned by Pepsi, but either way, it still has two separate endorsement contracts. And I'm happy for him because he's getting paid peanuts. Love him, hate him, or whatever, he's getting paid $600,000 a year. To give you an idea how little that is, he's getting paid the same thing that David Irving. Yeah, David Irving is making the same as your franchise quarterback. Bryce Butler is making almost twice the money. Let me say that again. Bryce Butler is making almost twice the money that Dak Prescott's making. So, Dak Prescott, hats off to him. I hope he gets these endorsements. I just hope it doesn't turn into RG3 with Subway and Adidas where he's all in. And speaking of shoes, not that I do basketball or baseball or hockey or anything like that, but Bell, the guy who's about to go into the NBA, and his knucklehead father, where they've got $495 shoes, which is the basic. But with the upgrades, it costs you basically $1,000. To me, it's ridiculous. Especially with the father saying that basically, if you can't afford it, you shouldn't be in the club. But you know what? This is a problem that we have because maybe I'm just old. But if you spend that kind of money on a pair of shoes and you're still living in your mama's basement or you don't own a home, then you're just stupid. So if that's what it takes to be a baller, I'd rather not be a baller. But then again, I'm the kind of guy who I don't care what people think about me. As long as I'm happy with what I'm doing or what I'm wearing, you can either like it or not like it. That's on you, but it's not going to steal my joy. I'm not out to impress somebody. You want to impress somebody or impress me? Instead of spending $1,000 on a pair of shoes, save that money up for retirement. Let that $1,000 become about $10,000 by the time you're ready to retire. That's what will impress me. Because if you get these guys that are out here, let me trick out my vehicle, put all these rims and stuff. Oh, yeah, that looks great. You get all the attaboys and stuff, but guess what? That shit's going to depreciate. Because there's going to be another pair of shoes that come out. They're going to make those old and worthless. When you look at a guy like Warren Sapp, who, phenomenal player in the NFL, declared bankruptcy. And when he filled out his assets, one of his assets were 5,000 pair of shoes. $5,000 pair of shoes. You're broke, but you got 5,000 pairs of shoes. There's not enough days in the week, in the year, in the decade to wear 5,000 pairs of shoes. To me, that's just plain stupid. You look at guys like Vince Young, who made $29 million in the NFL and literally just wasted it. He's out of football. If you've ever heard him talk, you know he's not going to have a career in broadcasting. The only thing he knew how to do is football. And is he 30 yet? What is that brother going to do the rest of his life? Sure, it was great spending $5,000 a week at Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, it was cool taking $250 shots of Louis the 13th and buying them for everybody in the club. I bet it was great chartering an airline and buying every single seat. Instead of buying those shots, maybe you should have bought the whole bottle. It would cost you less. Or maybe instead of spending $5,000 a week at Cheesecake Factory, you just buy one and eat there for free. Maybe just charter a private jet. But people, don't be stupid with your money. Put it away. And that's what I'm going to do here. With the move money you guys sent me, we're going to do something special. So friends, as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. And I will see you guys here real soon.